In Chinese medicine, we have the 12 regular channels. These are the channels that are most commonly needled, and these are the ones that have the points all over them. These all correspond to the 12 organs. For instance, there's a channel related to the stomach, there's a channel related to the lung, to the pancreas, the liver, all of those, there are channels for them. And each of these channels have points on them, which are places where there's high energy. There's high energy coming to the surface at these places. And because there's high energy coming to the surface there, they're perfect places to put a needle in and to manipulate the qi. If we can manipulate the qi, we can guide the qi to do what we see needs to be done in order to treat whatever given issue the patient is dealing with. As an example of the channel pathways, let's take migraines as one of those examples. Migraines are always felt here on the side, right? Temporal headaches. The gallbladder channel starts here. It's the most complicated out of all the channels. It like zigzags back and forth, whereas most channels just have like a simple trajectory. So it starts here, goes here, follows this line, circles around, comes to the front, goes right down to the forehead right here, and then goes back. Goes down here along the shoulder, down the side, goes to the front, right over the gallbladder, to the back, down here, and keeps going and zigzags back and forth all the way down to the outside of the foot. Yeah, very complicated. The hardest channel to learn in all classes of acupuncture, in terms of locating where all the points are. So whenever somebody has migraines, the number one channel that we always treat and we always address is the gallbladder. And that's because this channel runs back and forth right here in the same area where those headaches are. So we're always opening up those channels. Sometimes there's a point right here, gallbladder 8, that's really, really good for migraines. However, you have to be careful. This is a general treatment principle in Chinese medicine. If someone has really intense pain at one spot, you have to be careful needling right into that spot. Some practitioners do it, others don't. I prefer to be a little more conservative on this one because I've experienced personally when, and I did this to myself, I had an injury and I needled right into it and it hurt so bad. So whenever there's intense pain in an area, sometimes you want to avoid needling into it. But as we'll learn in a little bit, there's certain points that are not right where the pain is that still treat where the pain is. Remember, everything's connected. These channels don't only just run on one side of the body. There's an exact mirror on the other side.
All channels.
All channels, back and forth, except for the Du and the Ren, which are the microcosmic orbit. They're just down the midline with the front and the midline on the back.
So,
yeah.
So not that the gallbladder channel will run on the other side, it's a mirror image?
Yeah, so there's two sides to the channel. One starts here, goes like this.
Oh, so there actually are two sides the
There's
whole way down the bottom?
Two sides,
Okay.
yes.
Gotcha.
Good.
And that'll probably on the state test, national test, right?
That type of question?
Yeah.
It's
exactly
something.
there.
It's something that you, as you move forward through acupuncture, you just take for granted, and it's not a big deal. So it's not a question that's commonly answered, but you need to understand the pathways. All of them, except for one, stays on one side of the channel. This is one that is commonly asked in terms of point location tests. So the large intestine channel starts here and goes up here and connects into the neck here, and then comes here to the nose and switches over to the other side. The other one switches to the other side. It's the only channel that does that. Yeah.
That was the large intestine.
Large intestine.
It ends up on the other side?
Yeah, so like it'll start on the left and switch over to the right, and vice versa.